Missing people in national forests have been a topic of interest for many years. These mysterious disappearances have left many unanswered questions for law enforcement and loved ones. We will explore two of the many fascinating and puzzling missing person cases in national forests. Number 1. The disappearance of Dennis Martin. Dennis Martin was on a Father's Day weekend camping trip with his family in the Great Smoky Mountains National Park. On the second day of the trip, Dennis and his brothers were playing hide-and-seek in the Spence Field area of the park. His father, William Martin, saw him run behind a bush and didn't see him come out. When Dennis didn't return after a few minutes, his family began to search for him. They searched for about an hour before reporting him missing to park rangers. The search and rescue operation involved over 1,400 volunteers, as well as park rangers, the National Guard, and the FBI. The search area covered approximately 56 square miles of rugged and heavily wooded terrain. Helicopters, dogs, and even infrared technology were used in the search, but no trace of Dennis was ever found. The search lasted for 9 days, but eventually, it had to be called off due to the lack of any significant leads. The only clue found was a small piece of candy wrapper, which was thought to be from the candy Dennis was carrying at the time of his disappearance. Over the years, there have been several theories about what happened to Dennis. Some believe that he may have been abducted, while others think that he may have fallen into a sinkhole or been attacked by a wild animal. Some have even suggested that he may have been taken by a family member or that he may have wandered off and gotten lost. The case remains open and is still actively investigated by the National Park Service. The Martin family has never given up hope of finding their son, and they have continued to search for him over the years. They have even offered a reward for any information that may lead to finding Dennis. The disappearance of Dennis Martin is a haunting reminder of the dangers of the wilderness, even in seemingly safe areas like national parks. It highlights the importance of proper planning, preparedness, and caution when venturing into the outdoors. The Martin family's search for answers and closure continues to this day, and they remain hopeful that one day, they will find out what happened to their beloved son. Number 2. The mysterious disappearance of Paul Fugate. On August 8, 1980, 19-year-old Paul Fugate went missing while hiking in the Daniel Boone National Forest in Kentucky. Paul was an experienced hiker and had been on numerous hiking trips before, but this time, he never returned home. Paul's parents reported him missing to the authorities, and an extensive search was conducted by the Kentucky State Police, the U.S. Forest Service, and volunteers from the local community. The search covered over 5,000 acres of rugged terrain and included helicopters, search dogs, and ground teams. Despite their efforts, no sign of Paul was found. Months went by without any leads, but then, in January 1981, a hiker discovered a backpack near a cliff in the Daniel Boone National Forest. The backpack was identified as belonging to Paul Fugate, and search teams returned to the area to search for him. The search teams found evidence that suggested that Paul had fallen from the cliff and died on impact. However, his body was never found, and his disappearance remains a mystery. Some theories suggest that Paul may have been involved in illegal activities or that he may have been a victim of foul play. However, there is no evidence to support these claims, and they remain only speculation. The disappearance of Paul Fugate is a tragic reminder of the dangers of hiking in the wilderness, even for experienced hikers. It highlights the importance of safety measures such as bringing enough food and water, carrying a map and compass, and letting someone know where you are going and when you expect to return. The Fugate family still holds out hope that Paul may be found one day, and they continue to search for answers. The case remains open and is still being investigated by law enforcement. The disappearance of people in national forests is a topic that has fascinated and puzzled people for many years. While some cases have been solved, many remain unsolved and continue to baffle investigators and loved ones. It's important to remember that national forests can be dangerous and unpredictable places, and it's always important to take proper precautions when venturing into these areas. As we continue to explore and learn more about these mysterious cases, we hope to find answers and closure for the families of those who have gone missing. Thanks for watching. Subscribe and like as we dive further into the unknown.